This scholarship will give you $80,000 to support your accommodation and feeding while you study in Canada. But before we get into it, if you are new here, you are welcome to my channel, and if you've not subscribed, please subscribe, like, share and comment and help support my channel. Let's get started. Today we are at the University of Regina and we are going to talk about their scholarships for international students. They have several scholarships here. They have the International Entrance Scholarship, the International Student of Distinction Scholarship, that's Tier 1, International Student of Distinction Scholarship Tier 2, then International Student of Distinction Scholarship Diploma. We are going to focus on these ones, so let's check the first scholarship. With the first scholarship, you are going to receive $80,000, that is $20,000 for 4 years. All international students applying to an undergraduate degree program directly from high school will be automatically considered. International students selected for Tier 1 will be awarded free on-campus housing and a meal plan. So you are going to be able to stay on campus for free. You don't have to pay for an accommodation, and you are going to get a meal plan. The meal plan is they are going to take care of your meals while you're on campus. Students must have minimum early conditional or overall final high school average of 90%, that is converted to Canadian grading scale. This award is renewable each year of a student's degree program as long as students continue to complete 30 credit hours per calendar year and maintain a minimum UGPA of 75% in their first year and 80% in their subsequent years. So this is the value of the first scholarship. Then the second one says you are going to receive $40,000, and this is $10,000 for each year. All international students applying to an undergraduate degree program directly from high school will be automatically considered. International students selected for Tier 2 will be awarded free on-campus housing. So instead of paying for an accommodation, you are going to receive free accommodation from the university. Students must have a minimum early conditional or overall final high school average of 85 to 89.99%, converted to Canadian grading scale. This award is renewable each year of a student's degree program as long as student continues to complete 30 credit hours per calendar year and maintain a minimum UGPA of 75% in their first year and 80% in their subsequent years. The last one is the diploma. It says $20,000, that is $10,000 for 2 years. All international students applying for the fall intake to an undergraduate diploma program directly from high school will be automatically considered. International students selected for the diploma category will be awarded free on-campus housing. Students must have minimum early conditional or overall final high school average of 90%, converted to Canadian grading scale. So with this scholarship, you are going to receive free on-campus housing. That is, your accommodation is going to be taken care of. Students must have minimum early conditional or overall final high school average of 90%, converted to Canadian grading scale. This award is renewable for a year as long as students complete 30 credit hours in the calendar year from the semester they begin and maintain a minimum UGPA of 80%. With these scholarships, you don't have to make a separate application to them. All you have to do is apply to your program and you're automatically considered for the scholarship. So these are automatic scholarships. When you make an application at the University of Regina, the application process takes 2 weeks. So you're going to hear from them after 2 weeks with an admission decision. This means that if you meet the requirements for the program and then for the scholarship, you're automatically going to get this scholarship after 2 weeks of application. Now let's see how to make an application to the University of Regina. Here we have undergraduate admissions, so you're going to come down and click on international student admission. The first thing you have to do is choose your program. So you click this and it's going to take you to where you can go through the programs and see which one is the best fit for you. So when you come down here, there are several programs here. They have accounting, actuarial sciences, they have anthropology, arts and sciences. They have master's programs here too. So you can come here and use the filter to filter it out and choose the programs you want. When you click the program, they're going to give you details about the program. You're going to get a lot of information about the program so you know if it is good for you and it's something you want to pursue. Then the next thing is review admission requirements in our application guide. So let's click this. Here we have the application guide and it says what type of student are you, we are going to select high school student. This is for those who have graduated from high school and want to apply to a university. If you want to apply here and you are not a high school student and you have, let's say, a diploma, you can come here and check the mature students or university or college transfer student. That is for those who are already in the university and want to transfer to this university. You're going to go ahead and click high school and then international student. To know the requirements for your program, they've given us the different faculties, so you're going to just select any of them. Let's click on Faculty of Business. Here we have application information, country-specific high school documents. So these are the documents you need to submit for the application, and you are going to choose your country to know which specific document you need to submit. Then required courses for business, additional information, and an application and document deadlines. Let's start with the first one, which is application information. Let's click this. The first one is submit your online application. So you are going to apply online. You will just click this and it's going to take you to the application portal and you can start making your application. Then the second one is upload your supporting documents. In your student application portal, you will see application status, upload supporting documents, pay your application fee and more. Review your checklist in your student application portal and upload any required supporting documents. This may include, so the documents may include high school transcripts. High school graduates will need to submit a copy of their final high school transcripts. Students who have completed the IB curriculum will need to order their official transcript directly from IB and request to have them submitted to University of Regina. If you are currently completing your grade 12 year, you can apply for early conditional admission. That is, if you are still in school and you want to make an application. You will need to provide final transcripts for all high school courses that you have already completed and a list of your current and future courses if applicable. Students who are granted early conditional admission are still required to meet the final admission requirements for their faculty and will need to submit their final transcripts once all high school courses are completed. Then the next document is copy of your passport. So you need your passport so that they can verify your identity. English language proficiency test. You need to prove your language skills, but they have exemptions, so you're going to check that in a minute. Then the last one is pay your application fee. There is an application fee at this university. It says please pay your $100 Canadian application fee through your student application portal payments link. Now let's check the country-specific high school documents. You're going to click this and I'm going to select Ghana. For Ghana, if you're applying from high school, you will need your WAEC or your WASI results to make this application. Now let's check the required courses for business. This is for business. If you are studying a different program, you have to go back and check the faculty for their required courses. So this specific one is for business. So if you're applying for business, you should have one language arts course, one math course. These are the courses you should have on your transcripts when you are making this application. 2 business and management, language, math, science or social sciences course. Note, courses listed above must be at the grade 12 level or equivalent. These courses should be what you studied in your final year in high school or what you are currently studying in your final year. Then additional information. 70% average required. Applicants will be admitted as business qualifying students if they are missing the math subject that is used for final admission but have an average of 70% on the remaining 3 courses. Then down here we have the application and document deadlines. For the fall term, the deadline is August 15th and that is subject to change based on application volume. So if you want to make an application, you should start now. We recommend that students apply at least 3 months in advance of their intended start date. Then here are the required documents you might need to make your application. Every program has its own documents, so you have to check with your program. It says every application type has specific documents that must be submitted in support of the application. Depending on your application, this could include, the first thing is high school transcript, so you have to check the country-specific requirements for this, college or university transcripts, statement of intent, references, and then portfolio component. When you have all your documents for application, you come down here and then you submit application form with required documents. So let's click application for admission. This is the application portal for the University of Regina. If you are new, you are going to create an account. If you've been here before, you just log in with your details. So let's click create an account. To create an account, you are going to enter your email address, your first name, your last name, your date of birth, and then you click continue. You're going to follow the process and then you create your account. When you are done creating your account, you can start making your application to your program. Please note that the admission process takes 2 weeks, which means if you're able to meet the requirements in 2 weeks, you are going to get your admission. And if you meet the scholarship requirements, you are going to get the scholarship. Good luck to all those who are going to apply, and I hope this video has been helpful. If it has, don't forget to like, subscribe, share and comment and help support my channel. See you in the next video. Bye.